Hey guys, isn't that countdown at the end I made freaking amazing? I love it. I love it. So, anyways, how you guys doing tonight? Welcome, welcome. Oh, this whole time I could have been getting my phone ready and I forgot. So, we're gonna talk about DMT tonight. Let me turn this down. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know much about it, so we're gonna be learning it together. Alrighty. I had all these. I can't do videos. Maybe we could sneak a little one or something. I had all these videos that I wanted to share, but I remembered I got a copyright strike, and so I got to be careful about how I share videos. So it took me forever to figure out how, because I ain't reading 10 million articles. So it took me forever to figure out how to get my computer to read it for us. They'll be able to pronounce some of those words better than I can. So how you guys doing tonight? Hello, hello. This will be nice, chill, relaxing night. How you guys been? How you guys been? So I was today taking down some more Christmas decorations. I got probably 80% of it done. Most of it I just have to finish packing away. Y'all don't even know how much stuff I have. it takes a few days. It takes about a week to put up. It takes a few days to take down. You're chasing. Good. I'm chasing around a nasty with white sage and smudge spray. I did see you sent me an email, Sean. I didn't have a chance to look at it because I've been busy. Busy. So I haven't really been on much today. Checking out anything. So I'll look at it this evening. So if I email you back, it might be in the middle of the night. You got to get stronger than sage, though, because sage spray is not going to work. Hey, Sunshine Moonbeams. How you doing, sweetheart? How you guys doing? My mom is trying to go see if my son will what do you call it? Go get us a coffee. She's gonna try anyways. Just before life started, she's like, "Oh, we are." So she's trying to sneak them into getting that done. Hi, Jimbo. How are you doing? Welcome. So, like I said, we might be able to try to sneak in a YouTube video and make sure I stop it like every 5 seconds. Because, like I said, I already have one strike against me. And if I get 3, bloop, they'll shut down my channel. And the strike happened on New Year's Eve. And it was from a video I did in October, so they can come up at any time. I'm doing really good. I'm doing good. My mom updated hers yesterday too. I'm waiting so I can get my membership thing completely fixed again, because it's like starting all over again, so I can end up getting paid and the money they owe me before. And I can't believe they're gonna have to. Well, I explained it yesterday. We don't need to listen to all my whole mumbo jumbo about it again. Just a pain in the butt, but it'll get there. How you guys doing? So, does anybody here know what DMT is? I might have to go get my tester, for all of a sudden I feel nauseous. So I don't know if my sugar's too low or if I didn't eat enough. Because what did I eat today? Oh, my daughter got Taco Bell, and I've been wanting Mexican pizza forever. She brought it home. The pizza fell out of the box. It was on top of the other food. I'm like, I don't care. I haven't had one in years. I'll eat it anyways. My daughter didn't know I cannot stand the hamburger from Taco Bell. So I ate a few bites of the messed up Mexican pizza. That was hours ago. And then my stepfather dropped off for me and my mom some chicken. I didn't eat the chicken, and I had a few bites of the mac and cheese. So if I'm starting to feel a little shaky. So if it's my sugar, I might have to go run and get a peanut butter sandwich, because I don't know if I had enough intake today. But I'll have to wait until see somebody can grab it for me. We'll see. We'll see. Where is my mom? Unless she left to go get the coffee. Jimbo, you're funny. Yeah, so, oh, Sunshine knows what it is. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, mom is in here somewhere. I was trying to get her on the so if somebody knows, maybe you can help out. My mother has an Android and I was trying to send her a link so she can pop up, be up here with me, but it keeps saying it's denied because of her microphone access. So we were trying to figure that out before I went live, and I was like, you know what, mom, you could just pull up a chair next to me, you know. But we were trying it. We'll see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me find out where she is. I might get loud because my older son comes every other weekend to do his laundry. That's right. He's in his 20s. And he still comes home to do his laundry. Hey Josie, honey, how are you? So he brings his PS5 here to play with his cousins and his brother. So they get loud playing. So if it gets loud when I open up my door, it's the kids playing. And he's in his 20s, so he might swear and make run amok. Hold on. Bubba. Bubba. Is grandma here? What you doing, mama? You're not gonna go to the store for grandma? Oh my gosh. When you come in, mama, can you bring my meter? I was saying, when you come in, can you bring in my meter? My diabetic testing thing. All right. So my son don't want to stop his game, so he's gonna order on DoorDash. He did that one other time when he was here. He's like, listen, Dunkin' Donuts is almost exactly across the street from my house. All right, it's literally 1 second up the road. So one morning he's like, "Hey mom, you want Dunkin' Donuts?" I'm like, "Oh, of course. Y'all know my addiction, right?" So I'm like, "Yeah, of course." So next thing I know, he's like, "Well, what do you want?" So I know he's placing an order, but you can like place an order, then go there and pick it up. No, he's like, "I'm ordering it on DoorDash." I'm like, seriously? Seriously? It's literally up the road. Came pretty quick though, because whoever it is obviously wasn't too far. So it came pretty quickly. But I was like, "Are you serious, DoorDash? Listen, these kids get lazier and lazier." Yeah. Oh, yeah. Boys will be boys. My oldest son is 24, and my little man is 13. He'll be 14 in a couple months. This spring he'll be 14. Oh, they're far and few between. So, Sean, when we went south, of course, I'm looking for Dunkin' Donuts. Everything down south is Starbucks. And so, anyways, what one we did find, what state was it in? What state? Actually, I think it was in Texas. There was a Dunkin' Donuts in Texas. Horrible. Horrible. And it was so watered down. It was just absolutely disgusting. And any other one that I've seen when I've traveled in the South are usually in gas stations, and it's gross. Their coffee's like watered down. And that one that I went to in Texas, I complained about it. It's like, we don't have control of it. It's a machine. They don't even make it. It's like a machine that puts everything in. And I'm like, oh, people are getting lazier and lazier about it. Oh, thank you, Nightbot, for putting my Venmo, which I did fix. Before, people didn't know, so I went in there fix my Venmo. So when it popped up, you guys know what I was talking about. And what else I put fix? Oh, my memberships. Okay, yep. Nightbot put it up to become a member. Remember, I had it shut off because my membership was put on hold. So I shut it off temporarily, and I had to pin it up. So I finally fixed that tonight. So I'm trying to get stuff done, y'all. I'm trying. I'm the reason why I haven't started yet. So you give me guys a minute. I'm waiting for my mom to come back in here. I don't know what's taking her so long. I think they're still putting in the order. So I don't want to like have interruptions once I get started. But D&D is my weakness. The closest Burger King to us is 45 minutes. Holy cow. And those are even more rare here. A ton of McDonald's, though. Absolutely no Wendy's. Oh, that sucks. I like Wendy's better out of all of them. There's really not that many Burger Kings around here either. We're just lucky we happen to have one in our town. What did I order? Rob, I didn't order anything. He's like, what did you order? Yeah, he's checking. What did you order? Nothing. My mom and Bubba are in cahoots about ordering coffee from DoorDash. Because Robert won't take the car 2 feet up the street. But that's funny. What are you doing talking to me, Rob? You're supposed to be working. So, maybe my mom will pull up the chair and come sit over here with me. And I'm a smoker, and I usually, I'm gonna be honest, when my screen's down, I'm doing readings. I try to, sneak a little bit here and there. And I'm thinking it's probably gonna be quiet tonight anyways, that you'll have to watch my nastiness. That's all I gotta say. I know most of my members are smokers. And I was debating, I don't know, we'll do it maybe tomorrow morning or Sunday morning. We'll do a membership live just to chit chat and hang out. I didn't want to do it in the evening because the chance of people showing up is pretty slim. But if it's earlier in the day, before everybody gets motivated. Oh, you haven't smoked in 15? I don't have my glasses on. It says either 15 or 16 years. Nice. I'm going to test my sugar real quick, y'all. Yum. Yeah, just a chit chat. People have questions and I can answer questions. I can fit up to 10 people on panel. I mean, it's kind of hard if everybody doesn't take turns talking, but we can all chit chat, hang out, look up different things, do whatever.
On break, eating a pretzel. Rob.
Oh, you're eating a pretzel. Oh, did you get a pretzel at Wendy's? Not Wendy's. Look, now I got Wendy's on a brain. His second job's to being a door person. You know those people you can't stand that bug you and ask to look at your receipt. Yeah, that's my husband does for his second job, and they have a Subway in there, so I'm sure it's from Subway. Bob ordered, well, not ordered, brought here fried chicken and homemade mac and cheese, which is very yummy. It's in the oven for you so the animals don't eat it. Oh yeah, my sugar's low.
You just ate.
Yeah, but all I ate was a couple bites of that macaroni and cheese. That's all I had was that macaroni and cheese.
You didn't eat the chicken yet?
Mm-mm. I gave it to the dog. Because remember I said I felt like I wasn't hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sugar's low.
Hi, Sean. I see you said hi. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Mama's here now. Hey, Brenda.
Iris tied me up to a chair. She's lying to you.
I was telling them how we try to get you to come up on the thing, but the permissions.
Yeah.
The permissions, I mean, it's still not hard to join the stream, but StreamYard that I was using was easier than Restream. But I still have another streaming service that is way better than this one and cheaper, and I just have to figure out how to use it. I paid for it, but I haven't figured out how to use it. So I need to figure it out so then I can cancel this one. Because I think I paid for the higher one. I think it's $45 a month. And the other one's only like $20 a month. It's called Evomux or something like Evomux. It's newer, but it's way better. It looks like OBS, but if you guys don't know what it is, then you don't know. So because it's way more advanced than I'm used to, and I'm not very technology savvy at all, that I need to really spend some time to figure it out. And no, it didn't give an option for microphone access Sunshine Moonbeams. It automatically comes up, says it's denied, and says she has to update her browser. She goes in the browser, that ain't working either. So we could figure it out maybe tomorrow or something and work on it. That's okay. So, anyways, um, just to give an idea what DMT is, a lot of spiritual people, not a lot of spiritual people, some spiritual people use it as a way for enlightenment and to connect with their soul self. And they say they get all the answers of the universe. I do not know much about it, to be honest with you, to really say too much. I would like to try to sneak a little video later and maybe get a point of view, because I have watched them before in the past, to see what people's opinions are on them or what effects they had when they had it done. I did watch quite a few videos on my own, and some people talk about how it was a beautiful experience, and a lot of people talked about how it scared the crap out of them, and it was a bad trip, basically. Long story short. And I know it comes from a plant and a frog, the secretions from a frog or something like that. I'm not really too sure. I know from the plant, they boil it down and you drink it. And I've read studies that a lot of people, they end up getting sick and they throw up. I know that sounds gross before it happens. And then it lasts like 10, 15 minutes, but it seems like hours, like time goes by really, really slow. And I know a lot of ancient people back in the day would use different kind of hallucinogenics, and that's how they would get spiritually enlightened or whatever. Like, so they would smoke whatever or do whatever, and then meditate off of that, and that's how would they say that they would talk to God. So a lot of stories about back in the day and how it happened was because of hallucinogenics that they did. Oh, look at that. I think that. Oh, that shuts it on and off. So when I hit that, does it shut it off? Maybe that's why it keeps shutting. On it though. It lets me know if I hit a button here, if it's working. So that was funny that you said that. That's why they say never to kiss a frog. You're probably correct.
Brenda says can't hear you. Kendra says no sound.
Okay, so then it did.
Lot.
Oh, so that does shut it on and off then. So they might be behind for a minute. Hey, Amanda, how you doing, sweetheart? All right. So what I did was, because I'm not reading 10 million things, I got a few articles um popped up here that is going to read it for us, and then we can discuss them. And then I'm going to see if I can sneak a video on here, but I'll just have to make sure I stop it every 15 to 20 seconds so I don't get um another strike, because I do have other videos out there that could potentially give me a strike, I think. So no, maybe not, because I usually used to be pretty good about making sure I shut it off before that 30 seconds. You need your glasses? Oh, you don't need your glasses, Kendra. It's going to read it for you. It ain't nothing that you got to read. So I don't need my glasses either. This would be me trying to read it. Honestly. So I'm not reading it. Oh, you're listening at work? So the reason, what made me think about doing a live on DMT tonight is because a lot of people had, like I said, talking about the spiritual experience and how they're enlightened and it changed their life for the better, so on and so forth. So, and in a recommendation in YouTube last week popped up a video saying how there some doctors are, I don't know, making they've been doing studies and want to use it as medicine for drug addiction and depression. And I'm like, because it has that feel good feeling. But my thinking on that was I don't think I would never judge anybody that did it. To me, it's not that big of a deal. Okay, but would they be hallucinating? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would they like wash it down? I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. And not only that, I would think that would give somebody something else to get addicted to. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't know if I really have an opinion on that one way or the other. I have no idea. Would I say I wouldn't take that antidepressant? I mean, I guess I would suggest that I would trust the doctor enough to know what they're doing. I don't know. I have no idea because I don't really know anything about it. I know it's illegal in most places. And I did look up because DMT, all right, we have DMT in our brain, which you'll talk about in some of the things that are going to say it. We do have DMT, natural DMT in our brain, and it's in our pineal gland. And maybe I should do a live one day on the importance of a pineal gland and how even before we had technology, um, people, it looks like a pine cone, and that's what they consider part of your third eye is really your pineal gland. That's in your brain. And ancients talked about it and knew what it looked like even before technology, before they even knew what was inside all our bodies and stuff. They knew what a pineal gland is and they knew how it worked. And so I guess there is some natural DMT in all of us, in our brains. And I think if some of us, some of the things I read is that some people that have mental health issues or psychotic episodes might have a problem with the besides this chemical imbalance, but the DMT naturally or something in your brain. I'm not really too sure about that. Oh, because when we age, our bodies stop making the chemicals that we need. Yeah, absolutely. That is very true, Sunshine. And we ruin our pineal gland too by the water because they put fluoride in our water, so that ruins your pineal glands and in your toothpaste and everything. And it's just going to get worse the older it gets, right? And I'm always thinking, please don't do that to me, Spirit, because I want to keep carrying my messages along. All right, let's see. I popped up so many. Oh, we make all the chemicals, but as we age, and if we don't use these chemicals, age, our brain will stop making it. That's very true. That's very true. Yeah. So there's some things that's true. That's what anything. Okay, so say if um how they sell oh my gosh, my mind just went blank, to help you go to sleep at night. What is it?
Sleeping pills, melatonin.
Melatonin. Okay. Our body naturally produces melatonin, but some of us take melatonin to help us go to sleep. The thing is, if you take it every single night in too high of a dose, your body will naturally stop producing it because you have the fake stuff going in your body. So it's okay to help as an aid, but it's not good to do it long term. Same thing is if you take heartburn medicine. Now, a lot of us, myself, I get horrible heartburn. So if we take heartburn medicine every single day, daily, your body will stop producing the natural stuff to help cut down the acids. Then you have to have the heartburn medicine.
The stuff to correct blood pressure.
Yes. Yeah.
Diabetes, everything.
Yeah. So, well, that's some of that stuff we need, though. That stuff is different. That's what you need. I'm talking about if you take certain medications, your body will stop producing it, like the melatonin and stuff in your brain. It doesn't do what? These chemicals at a young age. Actually, that's not true. People say that, but it's not true. Well, a doctor said it about the melatonin in the heartburn medicine once. He said, because I said you have to take it every day. He said, and that's what he was saying. He's like, you can take it for a week or two and then take it as needed.
Stop producing what, pot?
What do you mean by what? Explain the pot thing, Sunshine.
The fluoride, she said.
Oh, the fluoride part's not true. Well, I thought they did studies and they saw it crystallize in the brain. It was a long time ago when I looked it up. I haven't done it in a long time. That's why I was saying it'd be cool to look at that and how people thousands of years ago knew about it before we did. But then again, they also said that they would meditate out in the woods, fast, and take this hallucinogenics to get their messages. So maybe they really work. I don't know. That's why we're discussing it.
Shamans did that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, I'm definitely not expert in it. I've never tried it. I don't know much about it. I'm always curious. If it only lasts 10, 15 minutes, if I was out west somewhere and they said, "Hey, we're having a bonfire tonight and we're gonna do some blah blah blah. You want to try it?" I know. I think I might. I'm not gonna lie. Part of me is afraid of it, but I don't know. Something tells me. I mean, if it only lasts 10, 15 minutes, you know. Oh, so yeah, so because we already produce THC and CBD. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yep. All right. So let me get this stuff together here since I'm talking enough. And I always feel awkward. I really feel awkward up here talking to myself. Like it's a very weird feeling.
We're used to it.
Oh, yes, the fluoride is bad, but it doesn't ruin your third eye. Most people lose that for for some reasons. Yeah, maybe I should do a live on a third eye and the importance of it because it is really important. I feel it is anyways. And I don't think some people even understand what the pineal gland is or like and this considered a part of the third eye. I'm a lifetime learner. Absolutely. It doesn't matter how old we get, we learn. We learn. And we should keep studying. Like I learned this years ago from our old mentors, our old ministers, and as you guys, a lot of you guys know, maybe even I might have parishioners or another reverend listen in the background. What do I know? They might be, but but when I was learning years ago, they said that because I always wished, oh, I wish knew had as much knowledge as so and so. I wish I had as much knowledge as so and so. And you really look up to them. And they said that they never stop learning just because you hit a point, like, you go through different levels and learning and skills, and study and whatever to become.
Motion detected at the front door.
Oh, I should turn it down. Motion detected. Oh, my coffee might be here. So, even if I ended up, what was I saying? See, scroll brain. Oh, so even though like, we had different levels, you leveled up, whatever, and now I'm a reverend at a church. That doesn't mean I'm all knowing. You know, there's a lot of times people come to me and ask me a question, and I'm like, I don't know. Once you talk to so and so, they might know, or let me get back to you and I'll figure it out and I'll let you know because you never stop learning. Oh, hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on. I got an important phone call. Yeah, I'm on live.
I could face it. Go ahead.
But well, that's fine. No, because I needed my phone to do it. All right. I haven't heard from my oldest in a while, so I wanted to see how she's doing. So sorry about that, you guys. Thank you for patiently waiting. If everybody hasn't left me here, looks like Sunshine's been talking all by herself. I think people just like
Permission
bloop.
detected at the front door.
All right. So, anyways, let's get going. And let's get going. And if anybody's in here, say hey. Let me know you guys are still in here listening. All right. So the first one I'm going to be doing is let's see, the first video is, I'm going to have to pop it up. I just want to make sure I got it ready ahead of time. Oh, okay. At least Rhonda's still here listening. You're probably reading a book, right? Oh, you read up on it? That's awesome, Sunshine. Good. Then you can help us out here. If we have questions or anything, you can pop in and answer for us, because I'm not kidding. I don't really know that much. I mean, I've read things about it. I've watched videos on it before, but I haven't studied it. So let me see, where is the first video? I have like 10 million links popped up on my TV. What was this one? Well, okay, I guess we can start off with this one here, because this tells you what it is, and then we'll do different ones after that. So once I do one, I'm going to exit out of it. Now, just so you guys know, this is the first time that I'm ever using the voice thing, so you guys might have to bear with me. So you'll have to let me know if it sounds okay, if you can hear it, if there's an echo. I figured out how, if there's like a part that's a paragraph that's not important, that I can skip it and go to the next one. So you guys, you're practicing with me. This is my first time here. Oh, you're in a food coma. What'd you eat tonight, Glenda? All right. So, oh, which one did I say I was going to do? That one. Okay. I'm still learning how to do this. All right. So let me turn this on. Looks crazy, right? Now it's saying my Wi-Fi signal's not very strong. I might have to go run and see why it's the signal's so weak. I bet you it's because they all have their systems hooked up playing right now. All right, give this a second and see if this pops up. Okay, good, it does pop up. When it pops up, I notice that I cannot see you guys. So if anything goes wrong, well, I do have it on my phone. And I have the chat here. Oh my gosh. Apple chicken sausage and fried cabbage. Did you order or made that, Glenda? That sounds very amazing.
Apple chicken sausage.
Okay. I got this up. And this tells you what DMT is. So we'll start off with that. If it starts reading off every little silly thing on here, I'll skip through those parts. Oh, play. You need permissions.
What is this?
Oh, it's going to make me do permissions again. I've done this before.
Every time, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. That's true. Well, let me pin it up here. Hold on, you guys.
Well, I'm just diamond painting.
Test. You need to grant additional permissions. That's weird to let me use it before. Very weird. Tell me now this ain't gonna work. I swear to God, y'all. It worked before. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about this. I know you guys can see everything I'm doing. What best describes your organization? No, there's no organization. What are you guys talking about? All right.
Just say bored old ladies.
Large company of other. There ain't no company here. Start a free trial. Try Google free, blah, blah, blah. Hold on, you guys. Let me see this. I think I even have. All right, let me get out of this. I don't know what the hell that is. And it's trying to have me pay. That makes no sense. Tell me now I'm going to have to read all this stuff. Damn. Does it need to update? Updated. Extensions updated. Let me try this again. Was that my Facebook that popped up? Oh, that's my YouTube. All right, let's try this again and see what happens. I wonder if it's the website that's not letting me do it. Hold on, let me try a different website. See if it's the website or if it's me. DMT as therapy. All right, I don't want to try that one first. What is this? What is DMT and its benefits? Nope. Listen, y'all, I had it all figured out. Oh, thank you, Sunshine Moonbeams, for re-upping your membership. Thank you, sweetheart. Listen, you can tell we're still in retrograde because I finally figured out how to do it. I downloaded the extension. It was working. I checked it out. I had everything popped up before too. Somehow I lost everything and had to restart again. But now this isn't working, but that's okay. I'll just talk about it. You guys can see it while I talk about it. All right. It says, what is DMT and what of its benefits? DMT, is it safe? And what is DMT used for? And what's a secure dosage of DMT? And what will be the physiological and physical effects of DMT? The overview of DMT. I could not pronounce that word. That's why I wanted Google Chrome to pronounce it for me. Hey, Earth Angel, welcome. We're starting to talk about what DMT is and the goods and bads about it, and get some opinions on what you guys think about it and how people now some doctors want to start using it in trial basis for medical things such as addiction. And says it's hallucinogenic, though. That's what kind of got me, was they want to use it for addiction, but I thought you would get addicted to it. But what do I know? Anyways, and maybe help with some forms of anxiety and depression. Okay. All right, so says overview of DMT. I cannot pronounce that word. DMT or N, that word I cannot pronounce. So if you guys know how to pronounce that word, let me know. Oh, maybe this will let me read that one word. Will it? No. It's not going to work. All right, so anyways, so it is a powerful hallucinogenic substance that occurs naturally in plants and animals around the earth. It is also referred to as a spiritual molecule. Offered, it produces a powerful religious state. And that's a little bit what we talked about before. And DMT is additionally found in human brain as a neurotransmitter, our blood, urine, and spinal fluid. DMT is and to become produced in the human being pineal gland by Dr. Strassman. However, there's no concrete evidence of it as of yet.
It says it's
You know how to pronounce it?
dimethyltryptamine.
Oh, hey, Rooster, honey, how you doing? Huh?
Rooster said dimethyltryptamine. She wrote it in separate words.
Oh, thank you.
Sunshine said she knows how to pronounce it.
Yes, for anybody coming in, we're talking about DMT tonight. I don't know much about it, so you guys are learning it right along with me. I know a little bit. I mean, I've watched some videos and stuff on it. So, because I heard that doctors and stuff want to start study trials for addiction and for depression, anxiety for those uses, so it kind of piques my curiosity even more. Besides, I know people use it for religious reasons. All right. So in the Amazon right now, there exists many tribes that consume DMT, which I do know they make into a tea, which is used for religious and ritual purposes by indigenous. I always have trouble pronouncing words. It is made up of blah blah blah. Cannot pronounce this word. Which is among here. I'll highlight it. I don't know if y'all can see it unless you have your little bitty glasses on. That's why I wanted that damn speech thing to work, but it ain't working. Which is one of the most powerful hallucinogenic drinks. It allows the shamans to adventure into the spirit world and connects with life force of the earth. And that's probably kind of tempting why I do want to try it at least one time. Even though the side effects, I know you can get really sick from it.
Rooster.
Yeah, of course, take it substance legally and responsibility. Absolutely, Rooster.
The upper one.
I'm a huge proponent of psychedelic substances as both medical and spiritual purposes. Hopefully, full legalization will be passed. I know I did read that they are trying to pass it in some areas, in some states. Wait, I did read one state that was legalizing it. Was it Colorado? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really remember. So DMT, they do call the spirit molecule. That I did know. And that's why they say when you take it, a lot of people say it changed your life completely. And they said after they spiritually woken up, they took it. In that but some people say they had like a bad trip from it. So I'm wondering at that point in their life if they weren't spiritually ready or they had some other issues going on. So it really wasn't the right time for them. Okay, so says DMT in South America has been used as at least 2000 BC. So that's what I'm saying. It's been for thousands of years. And a smoking pipe was found made of the puma bone of the era, which put the test positive for the DMT particles. See, I didn't know you could smoke DMT. I did know you could drink it before, and I heard you can get really sick from it. They also say don't try it unless you're with other people while you do it. Like that's not something you should be doing by yourself. DMT dates back to the 8th century in the events that it's utilized as elements in different psychoactive snuffs as yopo, as found in release and hallucinogenic snuff, as results in northwestern Argentina. I'm only going to read some of the highlighted parts of it. Definitely have a trip sitter. Yes, exactly, Rooster. Absolutely. No such thing as a bad trip. The trip is what you need. Just don't like what it's telling you. That's true. So I did read couple people that said that they had a bad trip, and what they were saying is when they had the bad trip, they ended up seeing different entities on a different realm that was very scary, and they didn't understand what they are, and it kind of freaked them out. So this guy here, Arrowhead, I cannot pronounce his name. Maybe if I
put on your glasses.
No, I can't pronounce it. All right. So it was synthesized by Richard Mansky in 1931. And in 1956, Dr. Stephen Sazra exhibited DMT-induced extreme hallucinations. And talks about distortions with space-time, deep emotional euphoria, and shifts. So psychedelic research gained fame and momentum during the 60s with the discovery of DMT that could produce in human urine and blood. So in 1970, for some reason I'm tongue-tied. See, I couldn't even say tongue-tied. It said tongue-tied. Yeah.
Oregon.
No, I do that a lot when I'm speaking. Huh?
Oregon decriminalized it.
Okay, let me finish reading this.
All right.
And my mom did pull it up about where it was. What does Sunshine say? Yes, it just takes, just like mushrooms, mushrooms, which can make, yep, absolutely. So, see, I know so little about it. I did even Google if DMT was in shrooms, and they said no, there's something else in it, which I've never tried that either. Literally, I've always wanted to, but I'm not suggesting that people should try drugs, by the way. But back in the day, all my friends would do it, and the only reason why I didn't do it is because I heard it tastes like poop. To be honest with you, that's the reason. Okay. Where was I? So Rick Strassman, a psychologist at a faculty in New Mexico, began a 5-year research on the features of DMT on the human body in the 1990s. Strassman was thought that the deep psychological changes generated by the medication warranted further research. So he began publishing a selection of exploration studies of DMT, including detailed dose-dependent experience using hallucinogenics rating scale to assess the very subjective experience. So then he later published an ebook referred to the Spirit Module in 2000, widely considered an authoritative book of the topic DMT. Actually, I think I want to remember that. I wonder if I can, hold on a second. I wonder if I can copy and paste this for a second and put it in. I'm going to see if I can put it in the chat real quick, just because I can go back and find it later. Oh, okay. Thank you, Rooster. Okay. Wait, was this the one that I had up before? I don't think so.
Purple was.
This one. Oh, yeah, this right here. Okay. So DMT is really a serotonin receptor. It's, 5-HT, whatever that means. A receptor that is largely responsible for hallucinogenic activity. So DMT is profoundly affects both the body and the mind. The person is transported to alien landscapes whereby groups meeting with DMT gods and also DMT creatures are really typical. And the bad trips, that's what they're talking about, seeing these other creatures. I also watched a video on it, and somebody learned, what was it? It was something in the universe. And then come to find out it was true, and there's no way he would have known. But he learned that by taking DMT. So, the machine elves, as they are claimed. Kidger says, I'm ready for the music festival with Grateful Dead playing and bare feet in the grass. Oh, that sounds, listen, I haven't, my mother and I used to attend a few of those festivals. Best times ever in our lives. But COVID, they all stopped, and the guy with the big one that was around here every year, he ended up passing away. But so we got to find some more in our area. But yes, Glenn, I completely miss it. And we would vend for days, no shower, no nothing. You had to do things, bring your own water and soap. So the physical effects of DMT. So the threshold is roughly 0.2 milligrams of body weight. So this results about roughly 5 to 10 milligrams. So 2 to 5 milligrams, other than the exceptionally mild hint of the blank perception of the body, there's just about nothing perceptual at that dosage level unless combined with 7 MEO-beta carbolines, which effectively doubles the efficiency, which I did hear about 2 different plants or something being mixed together to really get that heightened sense. 10 to 20 milligrams everything becomes dry, and it feels as if there's some kinds of weird fluid and spatial reality. Every single cell in the body begins to be conscious of itself. Every cellular being screams, I'm alive. The specific awareness of the human body and physical dimensions of it, as well as a physical place of its three-dimensional space, comes about rather oddly. So then at 20 to 40 milligrams, the body melts separately directly into the sea of nothingness, where you're seldom alert to the body, and the entire experience at this point is psychological. At 40 to 60 milligrams, there's a full loss of contact with physical reality. Also, you're moved to the alien realms. I think whoever wrote this article probably has taken it before. DMT tends to make it feel as if our heart is pumping rapidly and we're experiencing demise. But oddly, the concern about death additionally melts away. DMT helps us view sacred geometry. Thus, the DMT factual patterns as recognized by psychedelic cultures. DMT mandalas are over India's and tribal art, and we can guess DMT is behind all the Mandelic art forms all over the earth. So that is true. Anything depiction of somebody hallucinogenic, like we all seen those pictures, what they call like hippie pictures of what they experience in that hallucinogenic experience, whatever. And that's their artistic view of how they try to create what they experience and what they see. But I guess they say that they can't even make artwork of it, that it was way different than even the art they tried to make. I'm reading what you guys are commenting. Okay. So.
Yeah, so I can read the chat.
Oh, you want to read the chat?
No.
Oh, okay. My mother said that
Or no.
Michigan deprioritized it. So basically it's like, nothing though. But Oregon, the entire state, decriminalized it and legalized for medical use. Which, see, that's what I'm saying. They use it for medical use now. And that makes me, maybe we got to go to Oregon. Who wants to take a trip to Oregon with me? So, but actually I'm afraid of it too, because a lot of stuff that I read on it also. Low doses of DMT creates altered mental states without the production of hallucinogens. Higher doses produce a rapid onset of emotions, feelings, ideas, conclusions, as well as profound hallucinogens. That's why I was wondering if somebody, like, is because they had the bad trip, if they're already mentally not healthy, if that makes sense. That's the only thing I can think of, if their mind is not right frame of mind, but I really don't know. On DMT, you are the middle of the universe. All revolves around you. Everything happens for you personally. This is realization of an individual belonging to the individual. So fear and anxiety are common, as well as ecstasy, euphoria within the stimulus paradox. So one of the noted attributes of the DMT is that it takes you into the alien world, alive and populated with intrigued beings, aliens, publications, and helper spirits. Terence McKenna called these printer elves. See, you're absolutely correct, Rooster. Rick Strassman's effort discovered they take that kind of clowns, spiders, bees, manatees, reptiles, cacti, as well as stick figures. These visions of jungle animals appear to be unique to DMT. Oh, that's very cool. And I think that's about it for that one, which I am going to now get rid of because I got too much stuff up here. So what do you guys think about that article so far? I know to me it's an interest. I'm not promoting drug use, but I guess if it was in a professional setting and if it's for a spiritual awakening, I can't say I would not try it. Do I think you need hallucinogenics to be able to have a spiritual awakening? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. People who have some mental illnesses probably shouldn't do any psychedelics unless they can handle the trip. Yeah, exactly, Sunshine. I did hear, which I've known this to be true. I did hear that some people, and that's with other psychedelics that people use also, hallucinogenics people use also, that they can have what's the word for it? Have it come back up again, even if you're not, even if you're not using it anymore. At any point, you can end up hallucinating again. And I heard it's because it stays in the spine. I'm not really too sure. I do know. I have a family member years ago when we were teenagers. Was with a friend, and a friend gave her a, a a joint, okay, and she smoked it, but it was lace, and she didn't know it, and she freaked out and ended up at the hospital. She thought she was dying, like a really bad trip and all that. And now to this day, sorry about the signs going by. So now to this day, she could never have. Oh, let me put this back here. So to this day, she cannot have. She ends up having a bad trip. It comes back again. Yeah, see, I said that too. And I read that DMT can do that also.
But I heard the difference between DMT and acid and all of those things, they say, from what I understand, is that after the short trip,
Yeah.
it's a short trip,
Yeah.
your body itself feels a lot better than it did prior to you using it. So you're getting healthier.
Yes, I did hear that too. Actually, what I saw one that Mike Tyson said it changed his life after he did it. I saw a video on it on YouTube if you want to look it up. But yeah, that's what a lot of people are claiming is that after they use it, it lasts 10 to 15 minutes. They say it feels like hours, and it physically changed their body, and they felt healthier and more alive and more awakened for the rest of their life. Like they did it once and that was it for the rest of their life. Sean said, I know I would not try it, more to those who do. But me personally, and being sober, I can't. It would bring me right back to when I was drunk and high 24/7. It would just want me to do it more. Very true, Sean. And that is good. Hey, Tracy, sweetheart. And I'm glad you would think that way, because there's not enough study to know. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody saying, I've been sober for all this time, but, just try it one time. I mean, your body's naturally going to want it again. But they do say that they are making it they even have a name for it. There is an antidepressant that they sell that has it in there for people. There's a movie on Netflix about DMT. At least I think it's still there. Oh, okay. Let me write that down. Yeah. Movie on DMT on Netflix. Well, maybe if it's not Netflix, maybe we can find it somewhere else too. All right, let's see what else articles I can find. I think a lot of them was repeating itself, so I can just scroll it and see.
I used Volcane and a different hallucinogenic.
Oh, really? Is it like one of those things? I know a lot of them they end up taking out of like different head shops and stuff that was selling it naturally. I don't know if that's like one of those type of things. A compound, and it was cured of heroin addiction. Really? So just so for my understanding, so I understand what you're saying. So were you saying that you were or you didn't know it does help addicted to heroin, and that's what helps you get off of it? I'm just curious. I'm curious about different things. And they did say that DMT would help with addiction. And not to get personal, the only thing that concerns me about that and I'm going to be honest with you, One of my children has a drug problem and she's addicted to heroin. She's taking something right now, so if she was to try, I guess it won't affect her, like she wouldn't have no feelings or whatever. But she used to take Suboxone, and she wasn't allowed to take Suboxone anymore because she abused it. So you can abuse Suboxone, like she would put it in a needle. You know what I'm saying? So then they kicked her off of that. And I'm only reason I'm saying this, and I know it's personal. My daughter's very outspoken and honest about what she does. So sometimes she's told mom way too much, and it's very scary. So that was what my concern was. You know what I'm saying? Like, would it be another addiction? So the reason why, and then she was on methadone, and she's slowly getting weaned off of it, and then started taking the shot. So that's what my concern was. Oh, no cravings, no nothing. Oh, wow.
It reverses the effect of opiates on gene expression.
Legit cured as soon as the trip was over. Oh, wow, Rooster. Wow, no cravings, no nothing. I'm wondering that's what the studies they're talking about then, Rooster.
That's what they did here.
Oh, what was that? Let me read that.
That one paragraph.
Oh. Says, okay, my mom looked up that word. Ibogaine may work as reversing the effects of opiates in gene expression, with resulting impacts of neuroreceptors, returning them to the pre-addiction condition. Oh, wow. Further addiction loops and pathways in the brain are reversed. Oh, wow. Huh.
It's different, huh?
Yeah. Can you screenshot this?
Yeah.
I want to look it up because, like I told you, my daughter's an addict, so anything that can help her, you know what I'm saying. So I want to look up on the studies. So that's very cool and interesting. That's really what got me curious about DMT, because I've heard about it for many, many years. How mostly out west, I hear people do it out west, like in the desert area, and it's a sense of heightened spirituality and about learning about the universe and talking to God and all those things. But then I hear that that doctors they're trying to legalize it, so they're trying to get FDA approved for addiction and for depression, anxiety. And I was like, what? That's what piques my curiosity. I'm like, we got to do live about this, talk about it, and see what's going on here. Kendra's a bad influence on you. Why was she doing? Oh, absolutely, Rooster. Absolutely.
You can't use that ibogaine in the United
What is
States.
kratom or whatever people are talking about? I don't know. I heard, well, remember, so I've heard stuff about kratom, and I know people who say they take it and it's supposed to make you feel good, but you can get addicted to it. Because look at that story about that influencer what did her husband end up dying? So and she was giving it to her kids, her husband, they all got addicted. All of them started having seizures except for her. Stay away from N-bomb components. What is that? Oh, kratom is a low dose opiate. Iris, I saw mushroom last night.
Was it in cow poop?
Oh, that's cool. Oh, let me look up while we're on here. Let me look up to see. I had it saved before. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me do this first. Read this here first, because this says DMT as a therapy. So let's read this, and then I want to show pictures to show people what it looks like. Oh, y'all don't need to see my Facebook. Oh, actually, I have my mama's Facebook up here. All right, hold on. So which one was it? Okay, it's this one. So then we'll look up pictures and see what kind of plants it is, what it looks like, and kind of mushroom it is. Hi, Ileana. How you doing, sweetheart? And then if Rooster, did you want to come up on panel in a few minutes and talk about it? You can if you would like to, because you definitely know more about it than I do. It just piqued my curiosity, and I wanted other people's opinions.
Freedom is a plant.
Yes, and you can buy it naturally. It's like it comes in a powder form, but it's supposed to have a lot of good benefits. But I know a lot of people end up abusing it and they get sick from it.
Just like the other
Yeah,
stuff,
but you can get it in health food stores and stuff. Well, some states it's illegal.
It depends on if you take the right amount.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, because it has that feel good, euphoric feeling, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. In long-term use, some people end up having seizures and different things with it. There's a lot of bad side effects too. Just like anything that be healthy for you can end up having bad side effects. Have a good night, Sean. And I'll email you back later, honey. And tell Joe we love him too and miss him also. Oh, have you tried it? Kratom is a plant that is nasty tasting, and it's legal in all 50 states. Oh, really? I thought I heard that I read that it wasn't legal here, but it could have been something else. I don't remember now. I don't remember. I was looking to see if Rusha responded when I asked him if he wanted to come on up. Nope. Okay. So let me. So Sean, did you want to come up too after and talk about what you do know about it? You might be able to explain it a little more than me. I want to smoke.
Oh.
Where are they? Oh, here they are. Unable to get on panel, unfortunately, as construction is continuing on my property. Hence why my content has stopped. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. You should do it one day on your channel also. I would love to hear more about it. Well, good. Then you can fill us in a lot of information because you've been really good. You're definitely more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to this. So let me get to the next thing here. Let me know if it pops up for you. Is that it? Is it going to happen? Oh wait, no, it's not going to happen because did it work? Oh, it did. Okay. DMT as therapy. Let me put my glasses on. Says, what are the potential therapeutic uses of DMT? Ancient cultures worldwide have used psychedelic plant medications as part of their spiritual practices for centuries. Many consider plant medicines like AUAHUA. I can't pronounce that word. Can you pronounce these two here? Here, sit over here by Mama. Look at. I can't see it. These two words here.
I don't know.
Ahasi and psilocybin.
Yeah,
It's a form of the
psilocybin.
It's a form of DMT found in magic mushrooms. Not the same in cow patties because I looked it up. Iboga and cannabis to be sacred and instrumental into helping to support the human being and spiritual journey. So with this saying, it says cannabis has DMT in it. No, cannabis don't have DMT in it. Do you guys know if DMT? Ayahuasca, yes. That's the stuff I heard if you drink it, that it'll make you sick. But and then you'll go into a state. So this just said it's talking about ayahuasca and cannabis to be sacred, instrumental in the helping to support the human being and spiritual journey. But that's not saying, but it's indicating like it's a DMT. But I don't think it's a DMT. But I do know a lot of cultures would smoke cannabis, and say it helps with their heightened sense of connectedness. But you don't hallucinate with cannabis. So if you guys know, or maybe Mama can look it up, Mother Dearest
What?
can look up, because this is indicating that that DMT would be in cannabis, but I don't think it is. So now scientific research is catching up to what the ancients have known for thousands of years. That's the saying. We all got to listen to our ancestors. They know something. Oh, they're just listing a bunch of okay. Thank you, Rooster. So these plant medicine can dramatically help people who are suffering. And I truly believe everything we need in the world, we can find out in nature. God has provided us with everything that we need. Just like if you get poison ivy from a plant, what grows right next to poison ivy, there is a plant to help cure it, which is jewelweed, I think, actually. So I do think we are blessed with everything that we need, and we should get back to our roots and listen to our ancestors. You can hallucinate on cannabis. I never have. Maybe I haven't. I've never had I never hallucinated with cannabis, and not unless it was laced. I've had it laced before. I did not know that. Really? Honestly, I never known anybody has hallucinated on it. If you hear yelling in the other room, my son is yelling at the game he's playing.
Both of them. They're playing each other.
Oh, okay. So clinical research is the cutting edge studies conducted and forwarded by organizations like Johns Hopkins Center for Psychedelic and Consciousness Research, and for Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, which is MAPS in short, and for helping advance an exciting reality for using DMT in therapeutic contexts. Yeah, so this means to ease everything from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, to addiction, opiates, nicotine, and alcohol, as well as to treat debilitating anxiety and depression. Plus, when used properly, may argue that these psychedelics provide a safer, faster, and frequently more effective way to treat mental health issues than prescription medications that often come with unhealthy side effects, and in some cases making things even worse. So this is important given the scientific limitations of the modern I don't have my glasses on. Psychiatry, that's not what it says. And then strong links to large scale pharmaceutical companies, the ethics which are hazy at best. So what can DMT realistically treat is what it's saying here.
It's not mixed with.
Oh, I say, Glenda says nothing I ever smoked. Yes, I never had. Well, I mean, there's different strains, so maybe. And you know what? Maybe it depends on the person also, right? Like I know somebody that's allergic to it. So maybe it depends on the person. Like some of us can take some medications besides the drugs and it works fine for us. And other people have bad side effects to it. So maybe it depends on the person. Okay. So the fact is mystical experiments that gives you a real, nourishing, and felt sense of interconnectedness of life, and it can be profoundly transformative. So basically, it's talking again about anxiety and depression and coping mechanisms like addiction to drugs, alcohol, or behaviors like compulsive gambling. So that's what makes me curious. I think after this live, just for my own sense, I want to look more into if they actually prescribe it now and where, and if it was definitely approved by the FDA yet.
What's that?
Going back to the ancestral connection, when it comes to psychedelics and mental illness, every, particularly pagan cultures, had a wild man in the forest. They called them shamans. You're very right. You're very correct there. Thank you for that, Rooster. Let me see if I can pop that up. Let me close that for a minute. There you go. Absolutely, Rooster, you're correct. So let's look up a couple pictures and see what it looks like. So I kind of wanted your guys' input and your thought about, now you know what it does, why people use it. What do you guys think if they made it to be able to help people with different addictions or depression, PTSD, anxiety? Do you think that would be a benefit? To me, it really surprised me.
Is it that the psychedelic drugs are actually giving you illusions? Is it because of you, who you are, what the illusions are, or is marijuana actually helping to open up your chakra, your crown chakra, and your eye?
Yeah, because they said it's whatever it is, it's part of that chemicals in your brain.
Psychedelics wouldn't
Yeah,
do that,
and they said
though.
it's part. Yeah, they say it's part of your pineal gland,
Right.
because we naturally produce some
Right.
of it. Yeah,
That's marijuana, but I don't think the DMT is doing the same.
yeah, they said that's what they said about DMT. We naturally produce it.
That what organs do with mushrooms.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I'm stopping to look and see what you guys are saying in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to look up photos. I'm gonna try to look up some photos to see what it looks like.
What DMT?
Yeah, the different plants.
Well, I had the whatever plant here that you wanted to look up. Let me see where it go. Oh, I left that.
Oh, look at what I did. The spiritual use of DMT. It popped up. All right, so I'm going to put this up here. It doesn't show any of the plants. I'll still keep looking for it. But remember, I said a lot of artists try to depict what they see, and but they said that they can't describe it in art. Oh, Rooster said, I only use hallucinogenics in ritual practice, specifically Kundalini yoga practice and some other things. Not all the time. I do value clear mindfulness during ritual. Absolutely. Rooster, where are you from? Because I live in Connecticut and I don't know anybody who's ever tried it ever.
What, DMT?
Any hallucinogenics during ritual practice, besides marijuana or something. You might hear about that, but literally that's it. Except for I was remember this? Because you guys know I already explained this. We used to go to like Grateful Dead festivals and stuff.
Yeah.
So we met these great people years ago, who I still talk to once in a while on Facebook. We connected. They're not even from around here, but they go around traveling the country to different festivals. And so he had me do a healing on him when he was sober. And then I don't remember if it was that evening or the next day. He's like, I'm tripping and I want you to heal me now. And I want to see and feel the difference of it. And he said it was the best experience ever in his life. I don't know. So that was the closest I've ever heard of anybody around here. But he wasn't even from here.
There's Florida.
Oh, Florida grown. Oh, that's right. I remember you talking about being in Florida. Yep. I lived in Florida in a short time when I was a kid, but like literally on the borderline Alabama. So if you got sick and had to go to the hospital, you had to go to Alabama. Okay, so let me show you this artwork that I was talking about with you guys. That people's depiction of it. Can you guys see that? I don't know how good. Oh, it takes a second to pop up.
It didn't pop up.
Yeah, it takes. There's a delay. Oh, there it goes. Oh, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get this off of here. Let me click on this. All right. Let me go back to there. Little New York City these days, but it's still Florida to me. Oh, you've seen these pictures before. Yeah, most of us have. But a lot of these are people's interpretations on how they're trying to self-express themselves of the experience they had while using DMT. Oh, this is curious. DMT with near-death experience. See, DMT is spiritual awakening. Look at these photos. Aren't they gorgeous? I don't know how well you can. Oh, maybe I should pop some out so you guys can see them better.
Yes, please.
Yeah, they're beautiful. Like I like this one.
Oh.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. Some of these photos are absolutely beautiful. This is kind of how I would picture it. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's how I would picture it. But I'm kind of clueless. What do I know? But in a positive, beautiful way. Oh, I hit the wrong back button. Thank you, Mama. Or this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah,
Oh, I love
I'd rather
it.
watch it on your screen.
She's like, I'd rather watch it on my screen.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is their depiction of what they said they seen. I went and looked some artwork people have drawn afterwards, what they experienced. Hey Iris, ever hear of the author by the name of Tuesday Lummingbird? No, he'd be right up your alley. No, but I'm gonna look it up. You know what's funny though? I didn't say anything. Hold on, let me turn this off right now. So I did see one of the books that you had recommended a while back. I haven't been on I have this problem. I'm not really good about using Discord, and I have trouble going back and finding things or where I seen it. And I don't even know how to find my messages on Discord. So people have messaged me and I haven't replied because I don't know how to go back and find it. But anyhow, so you recommended a book, The Three Initiates. That was one of my required readings years ago on my journey. I'm like, oh my God, that is an amazing book. Everybody should read it. Not the best book ever. And the only reason why I say that is because it was very repetitive to me, but I did really learn a lot from that and connected with that 110%. But I just pointed out when I seen you that made me think of that book. So, but I'm going to write this down. Arthur Tuesday. Well, I'm saying Rampa. I'm going to look it up. He was a Canadian fella that claimed to be the reincarnation of a Tibetan monk. Oh, really? Oh, very cool. I'll look it up. I don't remember if it's on the schedule this year or not, but most years it's between every year to every other year. I think we're switching to every other year. So I don't remember if it's on the schedule this year or not. I teach a past life regression class, and I take you guys on the meditative state to hopefully experience a past life. Yeah. So I most definitely believe in that stuff. I know a couple of my past lives.
Gotcha.
like. He kind of looks like a monk. Anyways, let me see if I can. Oh wait,
Something.
yeah, something popped up on the screen. That is the guy. Oh, cool. Thank you. I'll check out to him.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, check it out. I'll check it out. I was just telling my mother I need to get. I have tons and tons of resource books about every subject that you can think of. And I was telling her I need a bigger bookcase because I have a couple of them in the house, but there's definitely not enough room for all the books I have. And I'm a big reader, but it's more like resource books, I guess.
Yep.
It's kind of what I'm into. But Rooster, if you ever want to come up one night and chit chat, I mean, you don't have to show your face or anything if you're shy or whatever. So if you ever want to come and chit chat, just let me know. You can come on up. I think it would be really cool. Is Sunshine Moonbeam still in here?
She said that she'd seen those pictures.
I know
before.
she said she's seen these pictures before.
Yeah.
I was just curious if she wanted to come up, if she had anything to add.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Yeah, see, I was sung that song when I was growing up because that was supposed to be my name, Sunshine.
Not by me.
Yeah.
She says I'm here.
Oh, are you Sunshine? Did you want to come up and talk about it? It's up to you, honey.
Yeah, he has a book about the third eye too. This guy.
Oh, really?
I sent you the link to the web. So.
Oh, that same guy has a book about third eye?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, for sure. I want to do some collaborations. I want to promote legitimately of folks I see in the New Age spiritual community on YouTube. This is my view on it. I know a lot of people think differently. So, I'm a minister at a pagan spiritualist church. So it's a pagan church. It's the actual white little church. We even have a staple in a bell tower on there. So, anyways, it's funny. It used to be an old schoolhouse years ago. It was built in the 1800s, but it was a spiritualist church before it became a pagan church. So it's a spiritualist pagan church, which you don't usually hear about anybody. Most spiritualists are all Christians. So spiritualists don't take our church seriously because they are not pagan. So they're like, how can it mix? And we're like, are you kidding me? If it's definitely mixed with a lot of pagan beliefs. But I learned that many years ago, I never tell anybody what they think, feel, or know is wrong ever, because your experience is your experience. So your belief is your belief system. What I believe is what I believe and learns. But, like say if you think a black cat is bad luck, I think a black cat is good luck. Well, guess what? That cat is bad luck to you. You know what I'm saying? Our own life experiences are all different. So I feel most religions are correct when you boil it down to the basic meanings. Just that with our day and age, everything got twisted throughout time, and the basic meaning of what the religion was supposed to be changed. So I don't really think any religion is wrong. She's like, why did you tell me you're in my picture?
I didn't even pay attention.
I think a black cat is my friend. Yes, my cat Toth. Rhonda loves my cat Thoth, his sweetest little cat ever.
Sunshine.
Well, he could be a brat and he steals all your food, but he's very sweet to humans.
Sunshine apologized. She shouldn't have to apologize for not wanting to come up.
Oh, sweetheart, you don't have to apologize.
Not to us.
Yeah, you definitely don't have to apologize.
We drive you nuts. We should be apologizing to you.
Yeah. So if there's any other subjects that you guys want to talk about, or maybe you think I should look into, let me know. So, because I'm always wanting to learn or learn things new, or have a certain subject. He's not a brat. He's a good kitty.
Yeah, yes.
Ask Rhonda this cat. So a few years ago, she brought my husband home back. I think it might have been back from church actually. A pulled pork sandwich. It was wrapped up in aluminum foil. This damn cat took it out into the hallway, unwrapped it, didn't like shred up the wrapper, unwrapped it, and ate the sandwich. Well, the stuff inside the sandwich, I should say. My point is that historically and in theory practice, there's a simple basic fundamentals that seem to be lacking in some people, in which makes me raise an eyebrow, not to say that they're what they're about is bad. Exactly, you're right. Absolutely, you're right. I agree with you. I grew up, well, not grew up, but when I was younger, my father was a Southern Baptist minister. So for a few years when I was with him, that was religion that I followed. And I do remember I always thought that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with religion or what they believe is wrong. I absolutely don't. But what I'm saying is that I knew there was more spiritually, if that makes sense. Definitely knew more spiritually, and I would ask questions all the time, and they would just tell me I had to have faith. Like honestly, they tried it. This was down south. Literally, some of them really believed, and I was told that there's no such thing as dinosaurs. That it's the devil's work to try to trick you. Yeah. So that tells you old school down south it was.
Oh, and they don't believe.
Oh yeah. Besides, I only go on Tracy's panel in private.
Uh-huh.
I understand that, but you don't have to show your face or nothing, honey. I know you're shy. And besides, I seen what you look like. You're very pretty. But I completely understand. I would never make anybody show their face if they didn't want to. Anyhow, some people are very shy. So I completely understand. Oh, she said I was kidding. So one time, yeah, the one time they had their thing going in the background, and I didn't understand it, and Tracy was like, "Come on up," and I'm like, "What?" But she's not live. What does that mean? So I left, and then she messaged me and said, "You could have came up." And I remember she messaged me, or if it was Monkey Ass, somebody did. So anyway, so if you guys have any other suggestions of anything you think that I should look up and learn if something I don't know about, because I'm always willing to learn new things, or if there's a particular subject that you'd like me to do live one night that piqued your curiosity, maybe we can learn it together like we kind of did tonight. That was kind of my thinking, that maybe I wanted other people's point of view and opinions about it, and it was really a subject I really didn't know, so I figured we could both kind of like check it out together. Oh, I'm bad. I haven't taken my night meds. Isn't it kind of early to be taking your night meds?
Yeah, it's not night yet.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Oh. Another question for my own curiosity. Do you think of dichotomy? I can't really see that. What's it say?
DICH?
Yeah.
Dichotomy. I don't know.
Actually, I don't honestly, I never heard of that word. I'm gonna have my mother look it up. Maybe I know it as something different. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey.
I think all right. I don't think there's good magic and bad magic. I don't think it's black and white, if that makes sense. Or gray. Magic is magic, but what energy you project out depends on the outcome, which could be positive or negative. Does that make sense? I don't know if I explained that. So people say, "Oh, I'm a white witch," or I'm a black witch, or I'm a gray witch. You know what I'm saying? To me, that doesn't mean anything to me, to be honest with you. Either you do it or you don't. It depends on the energy you project out. But yes, exactly. Intent is what matters. So, would I say to somebody that they're wrong? No, absolutely not, because that's their belief system. Just because I don't believe it or feel it that way, that I don't really think I wouldn't judge them, if that makes sense.
Says
Yeah, sometimes like, nope, I'm just a witch. Yeah.
a dichotomy, a division of contrast between two things that are or are represented as being opposed or entirely different.
Oh wait, what was that? Say that again. Read that again. I'm sorry.
A division or contrast between two things that are or are, why does it say are or are, represented as being opposed or entirely different? A rigid dichotomy between science and mysticism.
So do I think, all right, so if you were to ask me though, if I was to think that magic and religion go hand in hand like paganism, nope. Nope. That's two completely different separate things.
Right. Not all pagans are.
Yeah, like if somebody practice necromancy, they don't usually follow a spiritual path with it. It's just the magical aspects of it. And so, and some people who are pagans don't do any magic working, and some people do just some prayers. Like it, I don't know. It depends on the person and what's right for you. But I don't think any of it's right or wrong.
Rhonda said, I'm just a bitch. I mean, witch. Sunshine says, actually, she's a witch, but she's a druid.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Nice.
And Rhonda's right. The intent is what matters when you're doing that.
So, just out of curiosity, this is something we always ask somebody when they're new, when they come to a church the first time. So, what is who's your deity? We come from two completely separate paths. Me being a Satanist and a straight ritual junkie with necromancy, etc. Hence why I asked. Listen, we have Satanists that come to our church. We have a few that do actually. So no judgment. I don't think anything of it. So some people would automatically say that you follow the dark path or the bad path. I wouldn't think that at all. I wouldn't think that at all.
Rhonda's got a question.
Oh, I heard the greatest insult recently. Want to hear it? Oh, I definitely want to hear it. But honestly, Rooster, if that is your path, I would be more interested to hear about what your belief and practice is on it for my own, just basically my own curiosity. I know very little. Like I said, we have some parishioners that come that are practicing Satanists, but I don't like go and ask them too much information. So I'm curious. I like to learn.
Oh, listen to her.
I will call you ACUNT, but you lack the depth and warmth. Oh, Rhonda.
That is a good insult.
That's funny. That's definitely not what I was expecting, but that's absolutely hysterical.
Leave it to you, Rhonda. That's funny.
Rhonda has a funny sense of humor. So I bought Rhonda a shirt around Yule that said, oh, I was so good this year. Santa came twice. You know, it was a little bit naughty shirt, something to that effect. Well, and I said it's not church approved. You can't wear it to church. So on Yule, the day of Yule, I wasn't able to go there. I think it was on Yule. Maybe it was a week before. Either way, I wasn't able to go that day because my husband's grandmother was getting ready to pass. But anyways, so when she heard I wasn't going, she changed her clothes, put that shirt on and wore it to church.
Oh, she said, I'm so good Santa came twice. Y'all talking junk tonight? And you know what? When we all
Yeah.
get together,
Yeah.
Crowley,
LeVay Crowley. Yep. And
Aquino.
yeah, would be say on my Mount Rushmore of spiritual magical practice.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, we have. So a lot of people automatically talk about a few of them, like LeVay and Crowley, automatically, and like, oh, they're, they're bad, evil people, blah blah blah. But a lot of our practices that we use today, for people who claim that they're all love and light and white, some of the practices came from them. Yeah, Crowley was very interesting. Well, when he got older, that's what we say. When he got older, he got a little doo-doo in his brain. But a lot of our practices that people say, oh, I'm not into that. Some of your rituals are based on their workings. So that's what I have to say about that.
You take it how you want.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have a speaker that we have a speaker that comes to our church a few times a year who is not a Satanist, but he does belong to the OTO. So some of you guys might know what that is, and that's a spin-off from the Golden Dawn, which was the most intense ritual I ever went to ever in my life. Completely.
Is that one of those? Oh, I thought
it's out anyways.
Oh.
Yeah. So the completely most intense ritual I've ever been to, completely different energy.
Oh, he's a fellow OTO member.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Something told me to say it. Yeah. You're a former OTO member. Nice.
Have you read the Necronomicon? That sounds familiar. Necronomicon.
No, but I have a couple books on necromancy and stuff. I have a couple books with, a few of the people that Rooster mentioned. I didn't read them all. One of mine did.
I left the OTO to seek solitary.
Oh, really?
Oh, okay.
Did you?
Am I tripping? Kendra said she's here.
Are you? Let us know.
She missed all the fun.
Yeah. Oh, she's at work. I think so. Oh, wait. I think she said she don't work on Fridays no more, right? Kendra, you have tonight off, right? I'm just curious if you're working or not.
It's supposed to be the Devil's Bible. Oh, the OTO?
No, not the OTO.
The neck.
No, I don't have that. But I'm going to write it down.
Kendra's home with her daughter. That's right. I heard that you were together. She said that earlier.
Oh, that's right. You did say that earlier.
See what happens to Iris? She's getting old.
Yeah.
Yep. Got you on the big screen.
Oh my gosh, you got me on a big screen?
You can see the wrinkles.
Yeah, you can see the wrinkles. No, I put makeup on. Israel Grade would be another person I'd put on my top 10 of, say, great teachers. I'm writing this down.
Israel Riccardi. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I never heard of that one. I heard a couple of the others that he mentioned earlier. We even have Christians that come to our church too. I've told you our church very eclectic. It's very eclectic. So you come to our church, and we each belong to our own covens and stuff. So it's an eclectic church. So that way, we have service every week, which is mostly healing based. And because our private practices are private, we don't do high ritual in public. That's private. So when you come there, it's mostly healing based. 'Cause, 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 Oh, was Crowley's last assistant and wrote down all the Golden Dawn theories. Oh, really? I know a Golden Dawn member that is that's on the Senate, and I'm not going to say what state or who he is, but he's a beautiful person.
He wrote like 15 novels.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
British American occultist.
Oh, wow.
He died in Sedona, Arizona. So he was over here. Education, a doctor.
The Book of the Dead by H.P. Lovecraft. I wonder if actually, Sunshine, I wonder if I have that book. I have a couple Book of the Deads, actually. I'm going to write that one down because that sounds familiar. I might actually. Well, maybe it sounds no. I don't have that author here. But I like any books that has to do with the Book of the Dead. The Golden Dawn was interesting. Unfortunately, the modern conception of the order is a bit wacky. I don't know that much of it. I know I've been to a few lectures about the Golden Dawn, but really I don't know too much about it. And I've been quite a few lectures about the Osho, though. Oh, Lovecraft is a must-read author. I'll have to look and see if I have. Because like I said, it does sound familiar. I'll have to look it up. I told you I have tons of books. I get so many resource books that I haven't read them all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. But if there's something like a particular subject or something I want to look up, I will go look through the books and read those parts of it. But I have so many books that honestly, there's no way I could read them all. I will. It's my goal to. Oh, okay. He seems to be somewhat familiar with 20th century occultism. Oh, then I'm definitely gonna start that.
Well, Sunshine says she loves Lovecraft.
Really?
H.P. Lovecraft.
That sounds so familiar. I wonder if I do.
It does.
I'll have to look at my library, see if I have some. I got some old occult books that I haven't put to the side because the bindings are very old and the bindings is starting to fall apart in their hardcovers. Some very old occultist books, which I haven't read them yet. I have a list of books that I want to read. But I was very curious with them and picked them up. Yeah, Rhonda, we won't discuss reading. So thank you very much, you guys. I think I'll probably get off. It's been almost 2 hours. So even though we got off subject, that's okay. I definitely want to look up Lovecraft, and I wrote down a bunch of these authors and different things here that I want to check out. But if you guys have any suggestions on different topics you guys want to do, let me know. Is the mind behind cosmicism and philosophy almost akin to just philosophy? Oh. No, I'm definitely going to look it up. I know I've heard of H.P. Lovecraft. I know I have. Not the Book of the Dead one, though. The Book of the Dead. I have a couple of them. But I don't think... I'm not going to run in the other room and look now who the authors are, but I don't think that is the author. Anyways, now you got me thinking. Now I want to go run and look at my library and read some of these books I keep saying I want to read. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful night. Send me a message about any topics that you guys would like to hear about or something you guys want me to look up and research or whatever, even if it's for my own personal use. It's good to keep expanding our minds, learn and grow, because we never stop. It doesn't matter how old we are. So I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. I hope you guys have a beautiful night, and thank you for being here for me. And thank you, Sunshine and Rooster, for really giving a lot of input.
Bye, all.
Bye. Have a great night, you guys. I love you, Kendra. Have a great night, you guys. Oh, Kendra says, love you and Mama.
Yes, I saw that.